Schuler.
Who's speaking?
This is Shan.
Call Tracy's number.
I'm Tracy's manager.
Okay. So you're telling me there's no one with American Express, so no attorney or account executive or anyone I can speak with?
Yeah, this is a law firm in Birmingham. They have hired us to sue you here in Birmingham.
I'm saying, who did you deal with?
Who did I deal with?
Who hired from American Express? Who hired Ingram Associates?
It's CL over there, Tracy.
CL?
Yeah. Okay. American Express has turned this over, actually, to begin with, to one of the largest collection institutions in the country, which is NCO Attorney Network. They probably contacted you. Were you ever contacted by NCO?
I don't have any idea.
All right. They do make calls. Probably if you had a collection agency calling you or whatever, that's who was calling you with NCO. After they go through NCO, then it comes to their attorneys, which we are their attorney in the state of Alabama. But as far as giving you a name and a phone number, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Well, fine. I'm just asking you. You're going to. Just as a little customer service, you all really need some work on that.
That's what we do. You want to know how many times? Let me tell you our experience with your account. Okay, the account came in here just a matter of a few days ago, and it wasn't that long ago. I mean, we've had it about a week. I probably have 14 pages of notes of your account right now at this time. Okay, the first time that I got involved with it was last night, when your wife went absolutely hysterical when she called in and said you were cutting the grass and wanted to know what was going to be done, this, that, and the other, and I happened to be in Tracy's office. And they were on the phone. How long was that?
Almost an hour.
Yeah, like just a few minutes, been an hour last night. And she was just really, I mean, just beside herself.
Well, what do you...
And I said, and I
our house is going to
told
be auctioned off on the courthouse steps. Do you think that's not...
We say your house, we said the deed to the house. And that's what happens with any judgment, Mr. Sheila. I mean, I called UAB and left you a message myself last night. And, you know, I could tell by the demeanor, the way you handled the phone and everything. And I told Tracy, I said, look, when Mr. Sheila calls in, he's a businessman, he's professional. And I said, just, you know, I'm sure he knows how the law works. And what anything that has, especially on a debt this size, what happens is that what we do, okay, I don't know what all other attorneys do, but what we do, when any account comes in, we make a courtesy call and offer to do a settlement, okay? And if that settlement is rejected, then of course we're not hired really to make settlements, or we're hired to just immediately sue. So we go ahead and we prosecute, we take it to court. It's always ruled in our favor because the debt's due. You know, I mean, there's not much of any way around that. Now, once anybody gets a judgment, then you attach assets, whether that be, like for instance, your wife is not on this note. So let's say you work and your wife works. We couldn't garnish her wages, but we can yours. If your name is on the bank account, we can take the money that you put in your bank account. As far as your salary is concerned, we get 25% of what's referred to as disposable income, which is after taxes, until the debt is settled. As far as the deed on the courthouse doorstep, what happens on that is that there's already, by this point, I mean, when we go to court and there's a judgment, that judgment is what any title agency or title company looks for.
I asked if there was somebody from American Express. You all evidently don't care that people are victims of crime. You're just
Mr. Sheila, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you downgrade me. I mean, obviously, you don't care. I mean, you're the one that keeps calling in here preaching scripture and verse, okay? I told you that I would tell Miss Ingram what your comments were and what she does with it from there. I'm just her manager. I have no control over what she does. But I assure you with this, she is so ethical that it's unbelievable. And whatever the bar requires her to do is exactly what she'll do, and dot every I and cross every T.
Well, good. That's what I want.
In the meantime, she will probably go ahead and sue you. on behalf of her client. This was a courtesy call. This was just strictly a courtesy call. Now, Tracy had indicated to me that she didn't want to run this into, to walk it through on a fast suit because you had plans to talk to your lender, maybe about an equity loan or whatever, and pay it off. In that case, I could get you a cut. I can get a cut off of this. But American Express don't do sizable cuts, but they will give you some type of cut on, at least to get the interest off, maybe, 10 or 15% or something like that. But on this size loan, you're talking about a couple $1,000.
Well, I told Tracy that we were going to talk about options as far as refinance or whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
But there is a key component to this in terms of criminal conduct that we have witnessed, and y'all just are not going to take that into account.
How do you know what we're going to do? Don't tell me what we're going to do.
Well,
you don't know what we're going to do.
You have told me that you'll let Ms. Ingram know.
That's exactly right.
Well, okay, let's leave it at that.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
And I can't tell you, that's all I can do.
But
whatever the board says, what we're hired to do is we're not going to write off $14,000 worth of debt that you owe American Express because you were a victim of a crime.
Well, I asked you, and you said that you would let Ms. Ingram know.
Absolutely.